Major funding for these programs is made possible by grants from Capital One Bank, New York Community Bank, Eastern Consolidated, M&T Bank, Customers Bank, Meridian Capital Group, Terra CRG, the Witkoff Group, Perfect Building Maintenance, Chase Commercial Term Lending, Chase Commercial Mortgage Lending, Genova Burns. Additional support is made possible by AKA Hotels Corman Communities, AmTrust Title, Aerial Property Advisors, AVR Realty Company, Bank of America Merrill Lynch, Bank Leumi USA, Briarwood Organization, CBRE, Citizens Bank, Connect One Bank, Colliers International NYC, Collins Building Services, CPEX Real Estate Services, Dime Savings Bank of Williamsburg, Douglaston Development, Levine Builders, Fisher Brothers, Flushing Bank, Friedman LLP, Hendler Real Estate Organization, Hersha Hospitality, HAP, Investment Developers, Hodges Ward Elliott Inc., Investors Bank, iFunding, James D. Kuhn Real Estate Center at Syracuse University, Kilroy Architectural Windows, Madison Realty Capital, Matone Group, Mercantile Commerce Bank, New Banks, Newmark Grubb Knight Frank, Optimum Window Manufacturing Corp., People's United Bank, Paulsonelli, Rosewood Realty Services, SJP Properties, Sterling National Bank, Stonehenge Partners, TD Bank, The Continuum Company, the Knackle Group at Cushman and Wakefield, the Meringoff Family Foundation, the Moynihan Group, and these friends.
Iran, Israel, candy, flowers, wrestler, combat army, Kenya, Montreal, New York City, the place where I could do things, parking lots, office buildings all around the country. Today I have my friend Meir Cohn, Cohn Equities. Thanks for being here.
Thank you so much.
So tell me about your family, how they, when they left Iran.
So my family, I was probably in Iran for a few hundred years or maybe more, and they left Iran in the end of 1958. My mother was pregnant on me when they arrived in Israel, and I was born March 59. In Zichron Yaakov, we were there for 1 year, and as the family did better every few years, they moved to a better place, from Zichron to Afula Elite, town north of Israel, and from Afula to Shchonat Hatikva in Tel Aviv. From
Tel Aviv is when you're 8 years of age, right?
Yes, 6. We arrived when I was 6 years old.
What is Dad doing at this time? He's trading?
Everybody was working hard at the time, and
did he have a business?
Doing whatever they can to make some money.
Right, so he's trying to figure out anyway.
Yeah.
And his 8-year-old son decides to go to the bus stop to sell chocolates?
Yes. My older brother David gave me an idea to go, and I went with him to the bus station. At the time, we're talking about early 1960s. Not so many people in Israel had cars, so the bus station was a major corridor for people to come in and out of Tel Aviv. So the idea was my brother's David. We started selling chocolate. Then from chocolate we moved to flowers.
You said flowers was a better business.
It was excellent business. We did it very well. I made a lot of money on Friday and Saturday night, and I lived on it from age of 13 to from age of 8 to age of 13.
So what happens at the age of 13? You decide you want to be a wrestler?
Yes, first going to high school. Um, then I wanted to have some hobby, and it was the wrestling that I chose. And age of 13 to 18, I took it seriously. And
You were serious to the point that you could have been an Olympic
yes,
wrestler.
yes, yeah. I had the choice to practice for the Olympic through going to university and becoming a teacher, sport in the sport field, and I decided to go to the army. Obviously,
You're 18 years of age at this time?
yes,
And you spent 6.5 years at the Army, right?
yes, almost yes.
How did you become a combat engineer? And you became a captain also.
Um, it's sometimes it's with the army it's just luck which unit you go to, and this was my luck, and I liked what I did. And during the first 2 years, through the process, I liked what I've done, and I decided to become an officer. So after 1 year of process, you do another year of process to be an officer, which takes almost 1 year. So
And you learned a lot from combat engineering because it has, later on, it has interplay on your career. What happens now? Now you go to the university for engineering or for agriculture?
yeah, for junior engineers, I went, started. It was extremely hard, making money, paying tuition, and after 3 months, I went to the principal and I tried to have a dialogue, and I decided if I can convince him that I can succeed in life without going to college, I would make it happen. If he win, I would stay. So I stayed.
So it was like a debate?
I,
A
at least for
discussion.
me, before I got into the conversation with him, I told him the truth that I want to be in construction and real estate maybe at the time, and I made a list of 10 developers in Israel, and I realized that none of them
All went to college.
went to college, the names that I brought him. So after 30 minutes, it's okay, good luck in life, and
So
I decided
how do
to-
you end up in Kenya?
someone who met me to the army and realized that I would be good with the job that they offered me the job. I went to Canada. I worked there for 3 months for one of the largest construction
Building
developer.
highways.
Yeah, they were building highways and bridges, infrastructure in Kenya. The company was owned by Gadze Heavy. I worked for them for 3 months.
Or was it there? So you come
What-
back to Israel, and what happens now?
Now I have to reinvent and rethink of what to do. And one of my friends, his name is Udi from my neighborhood, we started talking and said maybe we'll travel for 1 year.
So you and Udi, you have $6,000 at this time,
Yes,
right?
I saved from between army and
So you have $6,000. What year is this?
1984.
Make the decision to come to Canada.
Yes,
So what do you do in Canada?
we went to Montreal, had fun for 6 weeks, and decided to go to the next step.
And the next step was to buy a Buick for what?
Buick for $250.
Buick for $250.
I was comfortable because Udi was very mechanic, so I felt comfortable not getting stuck with the car.
So with your $250 Buick, you come over the George Washington Bridge, and what do you say to yourself coming over the bridge?
Only when not from GW, but only when I really got into Harlem and Upper West Side that I fell in love with New York. And obviously driving to Midtown and going on to downtown, I fell in love with New York from the first day.
Did you have any relatives here in New York at this
No,
time?
I don't. I
So you had no relatives, and how did you end up in Brooklyn?
Udi has a cousin relative in Brooklyn, so he was nice enough.
So
Shalom.
how old are you at this time?
I was 25 years old.
So you're
we
25
arrived
years old.
August 4.
Right,
84.
August 4th, 84 is the date. And you need to get a job. So what's the first job you get over here? The car service?
So I didn't work for a month or two. Finally, I realized that
The $3,000
money's-
is down. You
money's going out, yeah. So I worked for a restaurant that just opened in Brooklyn on Kings Highway. I was there for 2 weeks, helped them to open the restaurant. Then I worked for a car service in Borough Park for a month. That was the best job because I started,
were able to see different parts of the city.
yes, maybe I worked for 6 weeks. Then I wanted to step up. I decided maybe I'll do import-export of garment. I started working into the garment district,
And
picked up a magazine
one day you're on the street and you hear something.
on 38 and on the corner of 38 and 8, and I met on the street a nice guy. His name is Nir, Ted Nir, sorry, and we hit it off. And
But on the street, he says to you, "I'm in the real estate business, and you should come up to my office on 38th Street." How did
the office was right next to where we met. He pointed his office, and I said, "Sure, let's have coffee." And to be honest, I didn't know what was the meaning when he said real estate.
So you went up to his office, and what does he offer? He offers you.
I saw tables and chairs, and I didn't see garment, so
You knew it wasn't.
understood right away that he explained me what he's doing, and I was very excited. We spoke for an hour or two, and he offered me a job. He told me his 2 brothers in Israel, they're coming back in a few months, and I called him in 2 months, and his 2 brothers met me, and they offered me a job, and I worked there for 3 months. They were excellent teachers. I obviously learned so much from them that in 3 months I decided to go on my own.
So what? You went on your own to do what?
We're going back to right now, the beginning of January of '85, and real estate is picking up from Reagan time, and I realized that below 96th Street, a building would cost $1 million, and the same building on 97 to 100, it would be $100,000. I figured if I want to start my life without money, this would be the best thing ever, which exactly what I did. I mapped East Harlem and West Harlem. East Harlem from 96 and up, West Harlem from 110th Street and all the way up. And I mapped only the vacant buildings and the vacant lot. Because I figured if I want to be an owner, it would be easier to do it with vacant buildings, vacant land, because I don't have the infrastructure.
And your first deal?
My first deal was a vacant land, 30 by 100. It was on 111th Street between Park and Lex. I bought it for $3,000.
But then you said to me you had to buy the adjacent lots to help you make a good deal.
So what I did with this land is I put the contract $300 deposit, and I didn't have
The
the
$2,700.
$2,700. So what I did is I researched throughout the block to see who owns, if there is one owner that owns most of the lot, or figuring through this study, figuring what to do. So I realized there's one owner. His name was Val. I called him. I called him from a public phone, by the way. We had no cell phone, and I had no phone in the house at the time. And I met with him right away, 20 minutes after the phone call, and we made a deal, and we closed 3 months later. And my profit was $7,000. I took the money and I started buying more contracts. I've done about 40 deals in 3 years, 3.5 years.
And then what happens?
The market was completely different and quiet, and the market crashed, obviously, in the end of the 80s.
So was this the time you go back to Israel, or is this the time you go into the schlepper business?
So yes, I did decide to go back to Israel. I've done good money to start my life, and my dream was to buy a house in Savion, and I was about to make it happen and buy a house in Savion. I met my wife, today my wife with 4 kids. Met my love, Glory, and
You go to Israel with Glory.
she decided to come with me.
And you're in Israel for about a year.
Yes, yes. She left after 2 months. I stayed there for a year and a few months. Then I came back and we got married right away.
So you come back to New York, and what do you do now? I mean, fortunately, you made some money from the contract, so you had some savings.
Yes, yeah. Lost some money in Israel. And now I have to reinvent myself. I started, obviously, with what I know. I started with the real estate. Bought one deal on St. Nicholas and 125th Street. Sold it. Bought it from the Marshall, by the way. I sold it to, before the closing, flipped it to Gene Feta, 3 months from contract to closing, and started looking throughout the country for foreclosures. It was impossible, and started the parking business because I needed some cash flow.
What about the working for Moshe Mana?
Moshe Mana was from my arrival in '84.
Okay, that's when you worked for.
Yes, when I needed some money to
So
while
you-
I was working in real estate. I worked for 2-3 days for him. I made good money.
Okay, and how do you decide to go into the parking garage business?
The last piece I bought in Harlem days was vacant land, 50 by 100 on Fifth Avenue on 112th Street. This was '87. The market is slowing down. I can't sell it, and if I want to sell it, it was not for the price I was looking for. So I started looking into making the land for a parking lot, and I realized it's a good money. At the end of the day, I didn't do the parking lot because the city condemned the property on eminent domain, but I had knowledge from this research on parking lot. So 1990 comes, real estate business is slowing down. I started digging into
Looking for
parking.
land where.
Yes.
So the first one was what? Canal Street.
The first lot was on Dean Street in Brooklyn, next door to the arena. The second one, by the way, the first one was 10,000 square feet. I started making good money.
Now, so were you at the parking garage yourself physically?
No, I wasn't.
So you leased it to somebody?
No, I operated myself, but I wasn't.
You weren't there moving the
attended
cars.
there, yeah.
So you have the Dean Street
The second one was on Canal Street.
in Manhattan.
Was an auction on my son's bris. 10 o'clock in the morning was the auction, and 4:30 was the bris. I went to the auction. I was on by myself. No one was bidding. Again, it's 1990. The market was extremely slow. So the state gave me at the auction 2 years lease. Then later on, they gave me another 1 year extension. And I realized I love the business because I took 100,000 square feet vacant land, and in 3 months we had about 400 cars. And the idea that I had before opening the land was to basically do a shuttle from Canal Street to Wall Street, Twin Tower at the time. And in 3 months we were fully occupied.
And then there's this big little pier called Pier 40. How does that happen?
So after Canal Street, I had enough cash flow to survive with the family, and started looking into, again, the real estate, because my goal going into the parking was just to have some cash flow
Right,
to support the family.
It was a period of time that you could have cash flow and learn to adapt and then get to
Yes.
the next step.
Yes. So
Because Pier 40 was much larger.
I know. But I just want to give you the story from Canal to Pier 40. I asked Ben Corman to join me.
And Ben was a friend that somebody had introduced you.
Yes,
And-
Polyanovich, who passed away. I sold Polyanovich 2 buildings in Harlem, and
And Ben was a house builder, right?
yes, he built
Staten
homes in Staten Island with Polyanovich. So I asked Ben to join me for the real estate side of the, we started looking for deals. 6 months, 9 months, we didn't find a deal. Another parking opportunity came. I offered Ben to be my partner in the parking as well. It was just fair at the time. And we, from 92, 93 to 97, we had 18 locations. We did extremely well. We've done a lot of business with the state of New York on the West Side Highway. At the time, it was called the West Side Highway. And Pier 40 came along. The state called me and offered us the pier.
How big was the pier?
The pier is 1.2 million square feet. At the time, there were 1,600 cars, and it's about 600,000 square feet on the ground floor. We had 400,000 square feet empty on the ground floor, and we signed the lease with the state of New York, and we were there for 7 years. We did extremely well with the facility. We built for the community a soccer field to the state, and we basically were there for 7 years.
And how many cars were you parking?
When we left Pier 40, we had about 2,600 cars.
So now you say to yourself, we've had a little cash flow, things are okay, the real estate business is getting a little better. What happens next?
We're reinventing ourselves. This
And?
life is.
So what was the next reinvention?
So now we the real estate is coming back, and we started buying buildings. Ben and I.
What was the first
building was 330 West 38th Street. Was a garment building.
Which was basically a garment building where they
Yes, a garment, 150,000 square feet, 200,000 square feet.
where they manufactured
Was 90% light manufacturing of garment. The average rent was $6 a foot. By the way, we bought the building from Douglas Oliver, who was a gentleman throughout the transaction, and we stayed friends after. And
you converted the building, right?
we converted the building to Class B minus building, and we took 15,000 square feet that each floor, about 15 to 10,000 square feet each floor, and we put instead of one tenant, we put 5-10 tenants. So we were able to charge up to $25 for small spaces. And I believe Ben and I, we just discovered the .com coming into New York and the country, and we were probably the WeWork at the time for the space in the government.
So what happens after that? How do you're buying buildings? How do you find the building called EAB Plaza?
So we, before EAB Plaza, obviously, we bought about 5 buildings that the average price was between $6 to $20 million. And Ben and I felt comfortable enough. We were enough comfortable to buy 1.1 million square feet
In Uniondale, near the Coliseum?
Long Island, and it was the best building. It's still the best building in Long Island. We bought it for about $200 million. We signed contract, and after the contract, we offered 50% partnership to Joe Monian, who is a good friend of mine.
And then subsequently, the three of you sold the building to Scott Reckler.
Scott Reckler, 2 years later.
Now, how do you get to 1710 Broadway, which we have a picture of, and it's an interesting story. Talk about that.
1710 Broadway, great deal. I had, at the time, Morris Bailey Jr. Working with me in the office, and he found the deal. I went to see it with him in the car, and fell in love with him, with the building, the minute I saw it. And the owner was the union for the garment. They owned it from 1948.
Right, the Amalgamated Clothing Workers.
Yes. And we bought it for $23 million, and we asked the union to give us 1 year contract. from contract to closing. They were very happy with it. In this 1 year, Ben and I started thinking, building it, renting it, and we couldn't buy air rights at the time, so we decided to lease it. We made a deal to lease the entire office portion to PDD, who was excellent tenant, and divided the store into the retail to 5 small tenants. And
then you also planned for this huge tower, right?
yes, so we signed leases for with all the tenants for 10 years, and 2 years before the lease expired with PDD, we realized he doesn't want to stay there. We started again planning, figuring what to do, either leasing it again for 10, 20 years, negotiated with WeWork to sign 20-year lease. And between the time that we had, which was enough time to start thinking of another idea, Ben and I came with the idea of acquiring air rights, and we decided if we can buy enough air rights and put a tower, the numbers would be much better than leasing the building for 20 years. And basically this is what happened. We started acquiring and signed contracts.
And you had planned this big tower.
We put together 360,000 square feet, 88-story building to be built with view to Central Park from 40th floor. And now we have to decide, do we want to build it or do we want to sell it?
And you decide the best thing and you sell it.
Yes. Ben was more looking into building it. And at the end of the day, we decided to sell it.
Okay, so now let's tell a little bit about the family. You got married when?
1990.
So you got married in 1990, and you have 4 children?
Yes, 4 kids. I have.
So tell me about each name and what they do.
I have 3 boys and 1 girl. We have 3 boys and 1 girl.
The oldest?
The oldest is Johnny, and
Johnny went to Georgetown.
GW.
And then he went
and
to
he
work
worked for JP
Morgan. Now he's
for about
working
3
with you
years.
at Cone Equities.
Johnny is working with me. He's doing an excellent job. Rebecca is 24. Rebecca went to Barnard. She's with me as well. And she's helping us on the marketing and leasing. Benji is number 3, graduated from Babson. He's on his own. He has a brilliant idea with...
Internet?
Yes, real estate internet.
And then the baby?
The baby is Joseph. His nickname is Joko. And he's in Babson. He just finished 1 year.
So, fortunately, Iran to Israel to Canada, lucky you had the car. Because if you didn't have the car, you may have remained in Canada. And you may have not come over here.
Yes.
But as we both said, in order to succeed in life and in business, one has to be able to be adaptable. And
100%.
I'm happy that you were with me today. Thank you.
Thank you.